three forces 60 Newton, 80 Newton and 130 Newton act at the vertices of a triangle ABC as shown in figure. AB equal to BC equal to CA equal to 40 centimeter. AB, BC and CA all are 40 centimeter. We have to find the resultant of this system and locate point D on BC where the resultant intersects BC. Find the distance D from C. So now first resolving this force horizontally and vertically. Next resolving this force horizontally and vertically, and this force will be same 60 newtons. Now let us first find out resolving forces horizontally and resolving forces vertically. So summation Fx and summation Fy, resolving this force horizontally and vertically, it will be horizontal resolution will be 80 cos 60 degrees, and cos 60 degrees it is directed towards positive x-axis. So plus resolving this force vertically, it will be 80 sin 60 degrees. It is directed to positive y-axis. So 80 sin 60 degrees directed to positive y-axis. So plus, now next resolving this force horizontally, it will be 130 cos 60 degrees directed to positive x-axis. So 130 cos 60 degrees directed to positive x-axis. So plus, now resolving this force vertically, it will be 130 sin 60 degrees. It is directed to negative x-axis, y-axis. So 130 sin 60 degrees directed to negative y-axis. So minus. Now resolving this force, it is 60 Newton directed towards negative x-axis. So minus 60. Calculating all this, we get summation Fx value. Calculating all this, we get summation Fy value. Resultant is given by R equal to square root of summation Fx square plus summation Fy square. Substituting summation Fx value and summation Fy value, we get resultant as 62.45 newtons. Resultant direction is given by theta equal to tan inverse of summation Fy by summation Fx. Substituting, we get theta as 43.898 degrees. Now, based on summation Fx and summation Fy value, we know where the resultant is in quadrant, which quadrant. Summation Fx is positive, summation Fy is negative. Summation Fx here it is positive and summation Fy will be is negative. So the resultant is in fourth quadrant and it is making angle of 43.898 degrees and having a magnitude of 62.45 newtons. We know resultant in which quadrant the resultant is, but we don't know exact location of the resultant with reference to any of these points. To locate resultant with reference to any of these points, we have to take moment of all force components about one of the points. Now, let us take moment of this force component about point C. So, this is line of action of force of this force component and it will pass through like this. It will pass through A and it will come this point, and about point C we are taking moment and the perpendicular distance, this will be 40 sin 60 degrees. Say it is y and this is 40. Y by this 40 equal to sin 60. So y equal to 40 sin 60. So moment of this force about point C will be 80 cos 60 into 40 sin 60. It will rotate clockwise like this. So moment will be positive. Now taking moment of this force component, it will pass through point a line of action of this force like this, and it will have perpendicular distance about point C as 20, half of 40. So it will rotate about point C like this, and it will have perpendicular distance of 20 centimeters. So it will be also clockwise moment, 80 cos 80 sin 60 degrees into 20, and this force will pass through point C like this, and it will have zero moment about C, and this force also passing through point C, and it will have zero moment about point C, and this force also will be passing through point C like this, and it will be having moment about point C 0. We have done is we have calculated moments about point C, and we got summation MC D, that is perpendicular distance of resultant from point C is given by summation MC by R. Substituting values, we get perpendicular distance of resultant about point C D equal to 44.375 centimeters, and x-intercept is given by summation MC by summation Fy. Substituting values for summation MC and summation Fy, we get x-intercept, and substituting for summation MC by summation Fx, we get some y-intercept. So we know the resultant is in fourth quadrant. What you have done is we have calculated perpendicular distance of resultant from point C and x-intercept and y-intercept. So now we are locating the resultant. So x-intercept is 64 centimeters and y-intercept is 61.58 centimeters, and perpendicular distance is 44.375 centimeters. So from point C, x-intercept is 64 centimeters, y-intercept is 61.58 centimeters, and perpendicular distance from point C will be 44.375 centimeters, and resultant we will be having magnitude of 62.45 newtons and making angle of 43.898 degrees.